Gemini, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Oh, the baby said Gemini. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have some messages for you. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Gemini. I got soft pink, so you could be coloring your hair that pink rose quartz, that soft pink, and you're gonna wear it close cut. Or if you have like a nice hair extension, it's going to be that really soft pink with those hues, those soft highlight pinks. I don't know if you can see this shade of pink in the camera, but it's the base of the card is a soft pink. And then I see these colors like the soft pinks in there. How you doing, Gemini? I'm doing. I hear you walking with your shoelaces untied, like a trend. Not like to be clumsy, but what I get from that is that you're inspiring people to want to do what you do. They don't know why you do it, because Gemini, you tend to carry a very mysterious energy though. So people, you could be doing things and people may not know why you did it. So you could have just put your shoes on and said, "I'll tie them when I get in the car," for example. But you know how the strings are loosened up? It looks like a style. The tongue is loose and it's not tied. So what I get from that is conformance, tie their shoes. Like we grew up learning how to tie our shoes, to be neat, to be in place, to be in order, to be structured, disciplined, neat. However, you're very neat and vibrant and colorful and you wear your shoes untied. You dig what I'm saying? It's like I can be all those things and still untie my shoes. And you do. Your shoes are clean, your clothes are clean, your teeth is clean, and your hair is done in that soft pink. If you're a man or a woman. So what's the energy? I see the star card for you. And I see the 6 of Swords. Together is like somebody, you hear wishing on a star. I hear wishing on a star, resung by Beyonce. The people who originally sung that song is Rolls Royce. Beyonce resung that song, Wishing on a Star. I hear that. So I see the 6 of Swords. The illustration you get, somebody sailing away. On the star card, somebody miss you or somebody is longing for you. To some degree, it could be a little bit concerning you because you went off. You sailed away. You traveled away. You went to calmer waters. You stopped fighting. You stopped arguing. You stopped trying to make your point is what I'm getting. You stop trying to make your point and just decided to just go take action on it. Like you'll see for yourself when you turn on the TV for old time's sake. Yeah. The Hierophant when I split the deck and the 2 of Wands. Let's see what the energy is. Oh, and I have these decks right here I'm going to be using. But somebody's actually stalking you too. I got that too a little bit. But I'm not here to scare you or make you feel like you should be nervous. That's just obsession. Somebody has an obsession. Wishing on a star. I also got Swing Out Sister. Get in touch with yourself. That's a group from Europe. Knight of Swords. Make your next move your best move. The chess player. I see why you did that now. Why you moved away. You outwitted the devil in so many words. And what's on the bottom clarifying that is 6 of Pentacles, the success. You got people tying your shoes for you. So you see how he shoot? I can't see. Shining the shoes and he's cleaning up the person. You know how wealthy people do that. They tip people. You dig what I'm saying? They tip people to clean their shoes and shine their shoes. You in charge now, Gemini. And you told them don't tie them. That's why. Okay, that's the overall energy. Knight of Swords. Like, you definitely got tired of somebody's stuff. All right, we don't need these anymore. I love that. Knight of Swords is like move fast. Think fast on your feet, quick. And then I was cleaning up some cards. And this was like separated from the deck. This is tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow, I expect something to change, possibly tomorrow. Or you change your mind to change your life tomorrow. And when I split the deck again, it's about coming home to yourself and spellbound. I'll read it to you though. Dearest one, Gemini, you've been gone so long, wandering far outside of yourself, looking for something, someone to lighten your load, to feed you, clothe you, tell you just how many years they've waited for you to journey their way. How tired your feet grow, how heavy your heart, and yet you still wander. So the action you're required to take, but if you get quiet and still and meditation, right, you hear me calling from inside your rib cage, calling from deep between your ears and at the bottom of your belly, whispering, I'm right here and I have everything I need. Tell you to stop searching out there, to come home to yourself. So this journey has inspired you to stop looking for love in all the wrong places. Come home to yourself. All right. And then you have spellbound on this side. We've all read the romance poets and heard the breakup songs. Love is a drug, and it's usually infatuation. That's that stalker energy I picked up on. It's usually infatuation. I got a message right now, but I'm gonna keep reading this card, and I'm gonna tell you what the message is after I read this card. You know, it's a fixation. You know, a desperate longing, a fevered dream, both anguished and sweet. It's a spell we hope to never break. Yet, break it we must. If we're ever going to uncover a sustainable relationship under the rubble of romantic self-wreckage. So you're being called to falling under another spell is delicious, but like dancing with fairies, if you stay too long in that trance state, you may never come back. You look good, son. You may never come back. You may be taken advantage of. You may even lose yourself entirely in another instead of further buttressing your own empowerment. You know, stand firm. No one gets more of your time and energy than you do. That's what it is. You dig, Gemini? The message I got is like, damn. We are the lovers. We can keep reading. You are alive. The message I get is you're an excellent lover to someone. You're an excellent lover to many people, but so much of it was physically based. Like nobody could never tap in and go in depth with you because they could never match your intellect. And I'm not saying that in a way where everybody's stupid or just not smart. They're just not on your level. You're very creative, very mysterious, can be a little dark sometimes, but you do obtain a lighthearted energy that could throw somebody off. They don't realize there's a duality to you, Gemini. You're alive to experience a lot of hurt and loss. You know, you kind of hurt yourself showing up for everybody else, but that's that fluidity, that nature in you, that fluidity where you meet a lot of people all the time. You know what I mean? So, and you just got tired of just showing up for people. And it's like, you do all these wonderful things for people. But I feel like the introductional conversation for you, like the consultation part, when you're getting to know someone and you're feeling out their vibe, like you see like it may be an attraction at first, but then you sit down over coffee, examples, just to hypothetically speak, or over a cigarette or something, and you're getting to know, you're just listening and talking. You already can tell when you'll dominate the situation, that you can dominate the situation. So I don't know, sometimes you may go back and forth with yourself, like it may be, is this a gift or a curse? Am I preying on a particular type of person, or am I just longing, looking outside myself? You never thought of it as looking outside yourself for the love, that inner peace. That's why I saw the star card and the 6 of swords, and I'm hearing wishing on the star. Somebody's longing for you, but likewise, you're longing to come home to yourself. It's like, I have to be in touch with myself to attract the right person. And I just been fucking all these people, slinging that good D, that vitamin D, or slinging that good vajayjay, you know, that wet. And it didn't really get me anywhere. Like, I'm not mentally titillated. I get bored fast. I want to break up. You know, why should our reverence and romance be reserved for our sexual partners? Like, you have a whole broader perspective on the world, like, because you're out of this world, outer worldly, very eccentric. You know, well, you've come to the right channel. This is Eccentric RockStar'Seed. You're great tapping all of that. Okay, this is a call to reignite a love affair with other precious people in your life, like your friends, not so much the lovers. When you get into a relationship, it's like you fall off the face of the earth. It seems to be. That's the energy I'm getting. So one of the greatest gifts we'll ever receive is the chance to form chosen families. And yet these ties are often first to be broken when an admirer comes along. so much of what I just said. So unlike partners, in most cases, our friends, you know, who love us, or our lovers, whoever our lovers is supposed to be for life. You can already find your life partner, but not until you take the first step to tap back into yourself. So whether purely platonic or ambiguous or undefinable, you know, our soul sisters, soul brothers, siblings, whoever, you know, whatever. Beyond the binary are the passionate, supportive, ceaselessly affectionate ones we've been waiting for. So embrace them, spend time with them, and tell them you love them. Like, do more for them. Because they're the ones who kind of like get cut out of the loop because you're in a relationship with somebody, because somebody want to ride your wave today. That's today. And then you just get up and leave. You give me the impression that you're someone who quietly cuts people off. Like, you just leave and they'll never come back. And people wonder what happened. Hence, wishing on a star, but also you getting in touch with yourself. Like, you're not going to stop at this. Damn, you hear all that bass, Gemini? That's somebody's car outside. That's confirmation. Okay? Okay. All right, what's up? I can do less and attract more. That's the thing. You starting to feel like somebody's energy harvesting, or they end up wanting more for others, puts me in the energy of abundance. And when it's positive. But every so often you feel like you have to disconnect to recharge yourself, to retreat. You go on retreat. Yeah. All right, this is for that person wishing on a star. This is for you or your creative energy, Gemini. I didn't ask how you're feeling today. How are you doing? Fancy seeing you here. All right. What's going on? What can Gemini expect? Personal issues reaches a solution. Full moon in Cancer. Hold your vision. Hold it. All right, we're going to see what that means for you, Gemini. I'm not going to speculate. We're going to get to it on this channel. This is how we peel back the layers on this channel. All right, personal issue reaches a solution. Onyx, autonomy, self-discipline, command. You got to tune into your inner commander, which that you are, Gemini. You have no problem managing anything and everyone. Okay? Onyx, it's about strongly dispelling loneliness and self-doubt and instilling that greater confidence in your decision making. So you face your fears, you know what you have the power to overcome. You know, it's like it represents that passing of time, the balance of the yin and the yang. It is a sturdy and solitary stone and encourages you to break free from unhealthy relationships in order to be autonomous. You know that you are completely capable of making the right decisions for yourself. You're making the right moves by Swing Out Sisters. I don't have rights to anybody's music, but the songs are coming to me as it's further amplified. Could you expand on your answer? Yeah. After all, it's your life. What's next? Could you further amplify on your answer? What? Could you expand on your answer? That's somebody who don't like what they heard. Somebody don't like what they heard. Like, what? You got a greater cause outside of me? After all that, blah, 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 blah. Somebody's ego hurt because you quietly dipped off. Oh, look what fell out. Let me see. Wolfenite. That's about journey, past life, soul contracts. You know, this journey has only begun for you, Gemini. And this travels through your past, your present, and your future. So you're further like analyzing, while you're in retreat, you could be analyzing how you get in certain spaces, what's attracting you to these people, places, and things, and how you're going to go about healing it. You know, it opens up communication in the spirit world. So you could be trying to talk to God or I want to focus on my friendship with God today. I don't want to make you climax today. I don't want to sit next to you while you watch your television programs today. I just want to be by myself for a while. This is what it's giving me. It also aids in the past life recognition. So it helps you to see soul contracts that you've made in this lifetime, facilitating the karmic reunions and completing a cycle once the lesson has been learned. It's like you like to be done. When you're done, you're done. You know, and this is a past life healing energy, resolving any issues that need to be faced and regaining magic lost in past lives to be used here and now. Not tomorrow, now. Hi, son.
Hi, Mom.
How you feeling?
Good.
Okay. All right. Now, Gemini. Don't put that there. Put that right there. One, let's talk about what you could do. You can do less and attract more. You're a person who works smarter, not harder. With that King of Swords, the Game Master, I attract less. I can do less and attract more. That's your energy. You gonna give me a card or not? What you doing? All right, splitting the deck. Two of Cups, Fool's energy. Told you. Love him and leave him. New journey. Ooh, that wanted to come out. And it's in reverse. Temperance in reverse. It almost looks like you want to come to the side. You on the fence about a connection you're in. But when it's in the upright, it's beautiful. So much of it probably was beautiful. And it's going to the side like this. It wants to end. But something's plaguing you. It's not quite in reverse. Like it kind of came out this way. But it looked like it's going to go this way. So you know you gotta do something about that. If I shuffle too loud on the camera, it's not my intentions. I just make sure you know I'm shuffling these cards. Not playing. Come home to yourself. That Temperance is about balance anyway. A yin-yang energy. Somebody is like being sarcastic with you. What has God been teaching you if you think you're supposed to just leave all this? Somebody's like naked in their own skin, raw, unfiltered, unbothered, but bothered that you want to leave. Unbothered by all your bullshit, but the thing that bothers them the most is that you want to leave. So you're like, well, is it that you didn't decide for it first? Or are you really upset that I need to grow and evolve on my own? Which is it? That's why that Temperance card is like that. It's turning. Because you're outgrowing something. You're shedding your old skin, your old beliefs, negative belief systems. Something is plaguing you to shed negative belief systems. Like enough is enough. You see Garfield over here? Watching bored, mundane, watching TV. You know how Garfield always got that nonchalant look? You'd rather go figure skating than sit down and watch TV and be bored all day. The High Priestess. This is you. That's your third eye. Your intuition is also you, Gemini. That's you. That's what I heard. That's you. And guess what? You realize a lot about being a game master. Kind of cut you off from you. And that you could be in the form of yourself, you know, your friends, family, children, spouse, how it resonates with you. You feel disconnected from somebody because this is the part of you that was being played down, that was you was being too much of a game master, you know, and it was mysterious in a darker sense. But this is you. This is your extraordinary talent. That's why you know when to get up and leave, when something needs to change. You just know. The other person is sitting lackadaisy. You don't understand how people do that to themselves. It's like, why are you sitting there lackadaisy? You're just not on it. You know, snapping the fingers like quick on your feet with that Knight of Swords. That's not immature energy. That's you're just quick on your feet. You could be 75 years old and you're still quick like that. And no dementia that running your family. What's on the bottom of that? 10 of Candles. I'm tired of all these relationships where women use sex for desperation to try to spiritually connect. So what it really says is you being nice and calling it sex, but people are tangibly sexing with you they energy harvesting off of you. You're tired of people energy harvesting off of you with the high priestess being there. That's why that temperance is there like that. Yeah, I said it. It looked like Susie Homemaker on the storefront. She likes to light candles to make the house warm. She's a good homemaker, but is really a manipulative person. You know, that divination. They think that y'all connect in that way. And for so much of it, you let them think that. You never confirm nor deny that you was into that. You just let them think that. But you like this person. You can see past this person. With the high priestess, you have talent. People, you know why people fall in love with you. You do. You know, wanting more for others puts me into the energy of abundance. That's people wanting to ride your wave. But you being a kind-hearted person, you always want more for others. So when it's time to roll, it's like you never met a person in your travels that caught your psyche at an in-depth level outside of you. What does that mean, Gemini? So you can have children. They descend from you. They don't only, like you can have a child, special child. Not like mentally disabled, but like a special, somebody who's just like you, who descended from you and inherited all your talents like you. Okay, so if one got this talent, this one got that talent. You didn't pass this particular talent off to nobody but this particular child. You know what I'm saying? And you never found that in a lover. So it's time, it's like, these cards said, stop going outside yourself, looking for something you need to go within about. So what does that mean? Your child is educating you on how to get in touch with yourself or something like that. If it's not a child, it could be the generation before you that's teaching you things. Look, the apple don't fall far from the tree. It's not about these lovers. I want to say fuck them hoes so bad because that's the Gucci Mane party. Like, fuck them hoes, fuck the $2 hoes. I keep hearing that. It's not that they're $2 hoes, but you get like that. You get a classic case of the fuck it's. Like, I don't just fuck them hoes. Even if you're a woman, fuck them niggas. Like, fuck them. You dig what I'm saying? Because you really don't mean it when you really want for others like you want for yourself. It's like you only mean it to the point where I'm gonna get mine, and then after I get mine, I want for others. But that's like real vain, real vague of the other person to falsely agree with you like that because they want yours after that. After they get theirs, they want yours too, and the next person too. They get real needy. They get real addicted to that energy, to that spiritual and spiritually connected. It's like soul ties. It goes back to them karmic soul ties that we're talking about, and you're called to block them. That's just it. And you being talented, you would come up as the Knight of Swords, the witty one, the game master. They witty too, but they want surface level. Like, they ain't got shit on you, Gemini. Like, they can't do what you do. Like, you got it in the bag. Truthfully, as long as you don't abuse it. But likewise, it's a dual message with being a Knight of Swords. You're quicker on your feet. You have manipulated people with this shit. Nobody's perfect. We like to play with our talents sometimes for better, for worse. No, I'm not judging you. I'm eccentric RockStar'Seed, okay? And I have these intuitive messages to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, you take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, that kind of thing. Okay. You learn something. And honestly, everybody's sitting around you talking they shit with this temperance, wanting to be like, this is family too. It's like, you just gonna let XYZ, like, it's just going, you gonna let it go down. It's like, well, what the fuck you mean let? Like, can't nobody tell me what to do? How you gonna tell somebody else what to do? If that's what they feel like is right for them, go do it. What have I been telling you all this time? It's just that you don't have to be my child to listen to me. I would do it. I've done it. I'm doing it to you. You dig? I want to find out what, like what's wrong with what that person did. Like, this, somebody left the nest on some black sheep of the family shit. Somebody left the nest and it's pulling out your inner black sheep too. I was that same black sheep. How the fuck I let that person hanging? I know exactly what that person feel like and why they move the way they move, because they get this shit from me. Okay, now I'm burdened with everybody's nagginess about it. Like, you're not going to do nothing. What do you want me to do? They grown. They can do what they want. I hear my accent changing, my real accent coming out. Like they grown. Like, leave people alone. I hear you, Gemini. I hear you like moaning and groaning about that shit. Like, I can't stand that shit. That's why it's time to leave. That's it. Time's up. You done fucked up now. This shit gonna go in reverse before the shit is over. Before you finish the conversation, whoever you are, that shit going this way, and then it's gonna go this way. Okay? Because it's like creepy and disgusting that this bitch, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, why would you energy harvest off of me? And when you ask that, or you could be thinking that, Gemini, it's like, why would this person do that shit? They not the catalyst to keep my shit going. This is my shit. You can't fuck off. Like, you think that motherfucker wasn't gonna catch on to that? Like, and wonder why they not around no more? Like, are you okay? Like, that's nasty. You sure you're okay? For better or for worse? Yeah. Wanting more for others puts me into the energy of abundance. It's like, that is a whole nother level of needy. You're just like, wow. Wow, nigga. Like, really? I'm sorry I keep saying that N word, but it's Nigga. I don't apologize, but I do. It's YouTube, so if it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, I probably should stop saying it like that. But I mean what I say. It just comes out like that. It's very authentic. You can say something to somebody until they blow in the face. If they're not going to listen to you, you got to move on. Everything I've ever taught people in life, I'm a mass communicator, so I'm a public speaker. So anybody who's ever taught, I'm reiterating this, Gemini, this you talking, thinking to yourself and talking amongst yourself. Not like a sick person, but you really gather your thoughts like that. You meditate and contemplate. Everybody whose soul I've touched from a distance or up close in person, this ain't about like lovers or sex or nothing like that. This is about authentic connections. How well do people get you? How well do people know you like that? You could tell by how people treat you is why they're there, or how much they understand about you, how much they respect you. I don't care about love. Love is a manipulation in this case. Yeah, you love me until I move in silence with that star card and that 6 of swords. Now somebody's wishing on a star to figure out how they could fix things. And you can still be in the same space with somebody and be millions of miles away. And it's like, it was all hee ha ha funny when you looked at people I'm still friends with, but we not together. Ha ha ha, you was laughing at that motherfucker. Now look how you feel. You can't do shit like that. You gotta eat that shit when it's bitter. Like, why it shouldn't even be a bitter thing. If we was we was close and you understand me as much as you say you do, we shouldn't even be having this conversation. That's why you're saying, wow, Gemini, like, wow. People do what they do. They do that shit. Like, it's all about what you can get, the game master. But Gemini, when you was in that energy, you attract other people that was like that too. So it is what it is. And thank God that you have somebody saying, thank God for Jesus. At least you're smart enough to say, thank God for Jesus. Facts. Okay? There's somebody who's being sarcastic. Thank God for Jesus. Like, who you talking to like that? When you don't even call on Jesus or God. You went and lit some fucking candles. Okay? Well, who did you think I was? You didn't know me as well as you thought you did. And you lighting candles. You want to play with God and Jesus like that? You're right. Come on, let's keep going. Somebody disrespecting your where you came from, Gemini, where you came from, who raised you. That's somebody's slick ass way of saying, I don't know what the fuck that your parents did with you. Yeah, you dare not. And that lamp will go right upside your fucking head. No violence on this channel, Gemini, but I feel you. I feel you venting your shit. Like, you sick of these. Man, I know why you get like that. When you want to start snapping, fuck these bitch, this, 2, 5 and 10 cent bitch. I'm reiterating. Sorry, y'all. It's a man and a woman. Gemini. Yeah, man. It ain't your turn yet. I feel somebody trying to rush. What about me? What about me? Okay, listen. We're not done with Gemini. This Gemini read, right? When you get in your Gemini show up. When they say they show up, okay? whoever you are connected to a Gemini, go follow your own reading, okay? And see what you get from there. But your reading, your views be low as shit on your reading because you, and Geminis be out the fucking water somewhere, like in the hundreds and stuff, or thousands, okay? That's me talking now, okay? Because you're watching Gemini too much. Eight of Swords. That is a very negative energy to be in. And what's clarifying that is the world. It's over. Gemini, you went home to yourself. You stopped showing up for other people and start loving on yourself. You took that love and put it back in yourself. That spiritual connection you try to bond, and I think it's family and friends. You try to bond. You know, people dramatize that fluidity that comes with being a Gemini, that free spirit, that lighthearted energy, until they're fixated on being done. That's fluidity is about endings, new beginnings. What else is out there? Start over. Okay? And it's like something about it is like, how can I explain it? Gemini, you watched a descendant or an ascendant. So it could be the generation before you or the generation after you. Take it how it resonates. Who bravely told the truth and left off the rest. Keep it lighthearted. Right? They took everything you told them and made something beautiful with it. Granted. And whoever's connected to you, Gemini, didn't get the memo. But it's a little bit of like harshness in a way where it's like, I've never found that in another person. You found it in one person, and it pulls you back into that energy. It's one person you really connected with like that. And that was the last time you connected with somebody. It makes you think about that person. Makes you want to pray for that person because you missed the friendship. And all these karmic connections making you realize you missed that person. That person is your twin flame. If you know what that means, that's the other half of your soul. That's why you only ever connected with that one person. That's why it took for that either ascendant or descendant, which is the generation before you or the generation after you, to make you see what you've been blocking off. That part of you disconnected with it because you were aggravated that it ended. You had enough. You were exhausted. You were exuded. You got tired of fighting. The Star card, which is Aquarius energy, and the Six of Swords. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. It's taking you all the way back to 19, whatever. Take it how it resonates. It's burdens. You ready to drop them burdens. You ready to drop them dishes. Like, it's over. Eight of Swords. I put somebody's real pretty, well put together, fixed energy. This person could be Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio. Those are the fixed signs that represents the world. Or it's your energy as well as that person. And now because that's your energy, it put that person in a negative headspace. Like, I don't know why I play my cards like that. Okay? I don't know why I was like, oh, I became a person obsessed. Like, this person's well put together. You see how pretty that person is? They nice. It don't take nothing from this person that you feel like that. You just now ready to address why you've been disconnected. This also represents you, Gemini, but it also represents either the ascendant or the descendant, the generation before you or the generation after you. That one person, that apple don't fall far from the tree. So how this is coming together. I healed a lot of things about myself. This is me reiterating Gemini. But that's the one thing I want to address because it was uncomfortable. Okay? Now I'm addressing it. Three of Candles. Three of Candles is Three of Wands. That's about patience and virtue, waiting for your ships to come in. This could also be the reason this could be a part of your energy because you don't know if that person's coming back or not. You don't know if you played your cards right, Gemini. It's like, fuck, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not feeding into your connection no more. Whoever this person represent, you don't want to feed into nothing that was important to you because what's most important to you is gone. So that person gone, whether they physically separated or passed away, however way it resonates. My condolences if they passed away. But Gemini, this person, what was I about to say? I lost my train. The devil's busy right now because it's true. This person is upset because you have disconnected from this person, whoever this person represents. You in that Eight of Swords energy. Now this person's in that Eight of Swords energy. I hear Jay-Z in the song Friends. I don't have rights to his music. I'm not going nowhere. Me and my wife beefing. But resonate. Take it how it resonate. It may not be your wife. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, but in a way, you are talking about somebody you looked at. Only other person you really looked at as a counterpart, husband or wife, taking out resonate. I ain't going nowhere. We in this house beefing. I don't care if the whole house burning down. I'm not showing up for nobody else. If you can't understand that, we ain't meant to be friends. So what I'm getting from this is this person right here told the truth. And however way it is, whether they separated to tell the truth or just really just said the truth, and you got the message. Spiritually, you got the message because you feel that disconnection is like, this is twice now. I got this message now. I don't know if I can handle it a second time. I really don't know how to fix it. Now I'm in that negative energy because I don't think I can fix it. Now all the shit that was like cool as a cucumber, it ain't cool no more. I don't want that shit now. Why are you taking it out on me? Because you're probably responsible for why that shit happened. Everybody's a suspect. I'm just playing. Nobody's a suspect. It's just what it is. Now everybody's looking. I feel like all eyes are on you, Gemini. It's like, what you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? And it's like it's weirding you out in a way. It's like, what do you want me to do? Like that's that person. That person is their own person. Like, what do you expect me to do? Mute them? Turn the fucking TV on mute? This person got a right to say what they want to say and feel how they want to feel. Who is you? Like, what am I gonna do? I'm getting the fuck away from y'all asses. I hear Richard Pryor now. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm getting the fuck away from your ass so I don't have to hear what you gonna do. Oh shit. And then when I split the deck, you got the Devil and the Lovers. So the Devil in the hindsight is a strong influence. And the Lovers in hindsight is your North Node, your authenticity, being true to yourself. And on the flip side of that, the Devil can represent addictions. And on the Lover side of when it really talks about lovers in specific, it could be a choice of lovers or just a choice of not being true to yourself. You was living a lie. In this case, it felt like you was just in your addiction so much, you went from one addiction to the next. Okay? And it's not a substance at this point. Sometimes you're addicted to people needing you or wanting you, or you needing them or wanting them. Sometimes because so much of this energy is about, I'm not going to look outside of myself for things I already have within. So for this to show up when I split the deck is like, you getting more in touch with yourself. It's time to be more true to yourself and stop going after these frivolous, meaningless connections that you know don't mean a damn thing. But it's conducive to you being that game master, being that slickster, being quick on your feet. You dig what I'm saying? Until it happened to you in a way you didn't think possible. You only ever thought of it in a way where, what, a lover's going to outsmart my game? No, you outsmarted yourself in a way with that ascendant or descendant, whichever way it resonates. That motherfucker showed you, like, this is what it is. Take it or leave it. You ain't like that shit. It hurt. It punched you in the stomach. Made you feel sick. Yep. Four cups. That's apathy. That's disappointment. You just plain rude with people now. Like, I'm not in the mood. I just don't want to be bothered with y'all asking me 100 times a day about what the fuck I'm going to do about somebody else's independence. But what it is deep down inside is like, people know you want to say something and it's going to cause a frenzy, like an internet frenzy, like the Aquarius reading internet frenzy. It's like you about to say the damnest things that's going to flip people's heads backwards. Because what you really want to say, you know that motherfucker going to say, you know this person, this ascendant / descendant, this person's going to tell it, whether you want to say it or not. And you know it's coming. It's like, look, now I'm heartbroken twice. That's why it's going like this. I don't know what I could do to turn it back in the upright. It's like you pulling out the big guns now. Okay? You calling on that other half of your soul. You need that other half of your soul now to fix this shit, because that's the reason why this person felt like they had to leave, because this person is a direct what is it? How do I want to say it? You have words, eccentric, use it. That is a product created based off this connection right here. Now you got to face the music about this connection. It's true. Okay? I want this person here. I miss my friend. I do. Like, I'm burdened about this shit because now y'all left. It's like you could have separated from someone. This could be a long time ago. But in the same breath, now everything that represents that connection is now gone too. It's like none of it's here. It's like, oh shit, we got a problem with the four cups and the devil. And what's on the bottom of that? Wheel of Fortune. And what's on the bottom of that? The Lovers. This is a spiritual, you have to deal with where you're spiritually disconnected. Why are you spiritually disconnected from your family? Why are you spiritually disconnected from your family? That's the only place I ever felt true enough to be myself. That's why. And so I don't have it or felt like I had to separate from it to keep my own sanity. I can't. I hear Kanye West, I'm not loving you the way I want to. Love lockdown. I can't keep myself and keep you too. That's why I felt like I had to leave. And I feel like I've been paying for it ever since. Would it surprise you if that person felt the same way? Hence the Star card and the Six of Swords. Because both of y'all sound like y'all saying the same thing. Like you don't have peace because y'all don't have each other. That was my North node. Everybody else has been my South node. And they don't have to be bad people. We were just bad for each other. All right. It's not funny, y'all. I'll be talking shit on Gemini. Because he about to say something. He or she is about to say something that's going to stir the whole internet frenzy. And it says tomorrow. Uh-oh. Don't say I ain't tell you so. Because that's why everybody's like looking at you weird, Gemini. It's like, you did all that because of that? That wasn't smart, Gemini. I know. Look at how many major arcanas is on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit is real out here in these streets. Okay? I can't be the game master about this one. I got to go into my soul's inspiration. See that baby crying? It's like, it's hard to deal with this shit. So I wasn't dealing with it for a long time. But that's karma. Justice is in reverse. And the three, what is that, Pentacles? Three of Pentacles is in reverse. It don't work. It don't work for me. Like, it don't work for me to deal with that on a day-to-day basis. If I can't have it, like, what's the point? Three of Pentacles is on the bottom of this deck, too. This is like collaboration. Working, mastering a skill. Mastering the skill on one hand, collaboration. So you kind of like went with these people, these people who were bad for you, or you're bad for them because you perfected your game. It's like this person taught you game. This Temperance, whoever this counterpart is, you're equal, you're exact equal. The female or male replica of yourself put you up on game. That's why they could never get on top of you, because that's a real friend. You realize that's really my friend. We went through some shit, but that was really my friend because they always told the truth, even if it's against themselves. I left them for it. I owe that person an apology. And I was the game master ever since. I stole their game in a way. I feel like I stole it. They gave it to me, but I feel like I ran off and played them. They feel played. You feel played too, Gemini. Nobody was expecting. Is that the Ace of Swords? That's true. And the Hangman. You're starting to see things from a different perspective. You put yourself in this position where you pretended to be unavailable or just your inability to move and just do things different. You kept up with that game master mentality. That's Pisces energy. That's God. More Pisces energy with the Hangman, because you got the High Priestess here. So you was always a mysterious one. What's done in the dark comes out in the light. Always comes out in the rinse. The Ace of Swords is being revealed. You got that mental clarity. You can't hide. You can't lie about it no more. That's just the truth. And then when I split the deck again, the Knight of Swords, again with the Ace of Swords. Okay, what that say? The devil made me do it. You know how to make people laugh in the worst of situations. But shit ain't funny now. Ain't nobody there to make you laugh. Now you think about your friend. Your friend would have been there to make you laugh. Like, where's my lighthearted energy? Where is that shit? Somebody I could be myself with and just talk to, and they just get it. It could be a family member, or you could be related to this person by blood or marriage, but I think it's a little of both. A little bit of both. It could be either or, but I think it's a little bit of both. Because even if you're not legally bound to somebody, you were spiritually bound to somebody. Hangman. Okay, you the real diabolical, because this hangman keep wanting to be here. Okay? You attracted dark people. This is a dark angel, it look like. This is now, these cards is the other person. How people perceive you. You dig what I'm saying? And that's clarifying the Seven of Swords. They think you was energy harvesting off of them. Like, you used me, you played me, you took things from me, and I gave you my heart and my soul, and all you was willing to do was just let me. That's how that looked, right? Game Master. Do I want to name your reading that? No. Walking with your shoes untied. It's like being more authentic in all of who you are. I ain't hiding that shit no more. I am who I am. I don't know if you're on some of y'all, I don't know if you're on your deathbed or not. I don't think so. Or somebody you're talking to is on their deathbed or something like that. And you want to just tell your truth. Like, I can't do this no more. I hear Michael now. He gave the throne to Sonny. Okay, so where it resonates with a descendant, you pass the torch to your descendant, somebody who's the generation after you. I'm sorry, Vincent. Vincent is Sonny's child outside of wedlock, but that's his son. So that would be the generation after Michael Corleone. And he's like, I've been trying to get out of this for a long time, but he had to train and groom Vincent to think like him, even though he's an exact replica of his son. That's his second chance it was like a second go round. I couldn't get through to my brother, but I can get through to you. And I can make you everything I wish my brother was. It wasn't that his brother was a bad, I don't know. He was a bad Don. That's what his father said. It's not that you were a bad consigliere, he was saying at the time. You're not a bad consigliere, it's just that Sonny was a bad Don. He was just too high-headed. You can't reason with him. That Michael groomed Vincent. Like the father wished he could have groomed Sonny. So it's like you passing the torch to the descendant. And the Ace of Swords is on the bottom again. It just wants to be here. So what's on the top? It's true. Because it's the High Priestess. This is a servant of God. You don't have no business disrespecting this person like that. Even though you thought this person was a lie, a steal, a cheat, you just took advantage and blah, 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 blah. This person is like, the apple don't fall far from the tree. Okay? That's here. The Knight of Swords is here twice. The High Priestess is here twice. The Hangman is here twice. And the Ace of Swords keep wanting to come out. It's the truth. Okay? It's over. Ten of Swords. The ultimate betrayal. You feel betrayed. Whoever felt betrayed in this situation, whenever there's a 10, there's an ace. I'm tired of betraying people. Okay? I want to do things different. I feel like I missed my calling or just refused it. I don't even think you missed it, Gemini. I feel like you refused it. And now the torch is being passed down. Your descendant picked it up and kept on going. When it was you being a descendant, you didn't do it. You feared the disappointment of your ascendant. So the generation before you. You were still, maybe you grew up in a different era where that just was frowned upon. Now it's not. It's more widely accepted because God gave the permission to do so. You hear God all in this person. This person talks about God all the time. So it can't be too much of a negative thing if God is in it. That doesn't even make sense. We are the lovers. Gemini, you realize that now about you and your ascendant and descendant. Like you realize your family legacy, your family bloodline, your ancestors, and the people coming after you. Somebody broke a generational curse. So you ain't got to be scared to go out there and stand on the front line no more. That shit is over. That's dead and gone. Okay, so even if the lesson was taught in a very unscientific way, you now realize the way things are playing out with that mental clarity, with God being in the mix the whole fucking time. Excuse me for cussing. You realize the message, she got the message. He got the message. You may go ahead and rest. You can rest. Like Michael told his dad, I'll handle it. You can rest. I got it. I told you I'll handle it. I'll handle it. And that's like, it put a different spin on wanting more for others, put me into the energy of abundance. It put a new spin on that game master. Like, I don't have to teach this person game. This person has game. It runs in the family. It's in that person's lineage to do it. Maybe my parents, I hear you, Gemini. Maybe my parents is watching or something. But this is like deja vu. Like, when it was my turn, I couldn't do it. But this person is like got all the odds. Everybody's working against this person and they did it anyway. Now I feel successful too. Because this person was determined to be themselves, be in their authenticity. And they taught me how not to be afraid to be in my authenticity. That was my friend. Because that person always had my back. This person has all my secrets. With the high priestess here twice. With the hangman here twice. This person and the lovers is here twice. Like, this person knows all my secrets. All of them. And these lower vibrations, these lower frequencies, these people who I've been attracting because I was a game master, they really tried it. They really tried it with this motherfucker. And this motherfucker was me the whole time. The game master. I love her. I love him. Like, I'm a geek about myself. I don't need your pussy. I'm on my own dick. I ain't got a power trip. Who you going home with? More Kanye West. Straight Gemini. To the core. He's not afraid to be himself. No Gemini was. Tupac, another Gemini. Jadakiss, Gemini. I'm naming all the Geminis. Okay? A lot of Geminis. Okay? Not afraid to be himself. Very eccentric. Gemini. I like that God told me to tell the truth from the beginning. And I didn't falter on it because he's always protected my vulnerabilities. You know, so anybody who thought you was different, like people treated so many of us who get on these platforms, we probably was the black sheep of the family. We was always different. You know, people put negative, assassinated our character and tried to break our spirit at a very young age. And you still turn out to do exactly what God told you to do, which is tell his truth. Live your life how you want to, but tell my truth. So tomorrow, something's going down. Okay? Something is going down. And it's for the better. It's going to be an internet frenzy. Go watch the Aquarius reading because I named it that. It's going to be an internet frenzy. I think your parents is watching. I feel like your parents is watching. If they're not watching down on you, if your parents are crossed over, they're watching down on you or something like that. That's somebody's belief system. That's somebody's spiritual, emotional blanket. Even in the absence of your high priestess, you're a person who tend to walk alone, man or woman. You spend a lot of time by yourself. Okay? So you're not really in a lot of connections like that. Or if you're in a connection, it don't hold up because you meant to be something stronger. You're too close to God for people's negativity. And it kind of separates you after a while. It tends to work out like that a lot. You know, and respectfully speaking, But I say all that to say this person made it. Yeah, this person made it, and there's nothing to apologize about. If this person wanted to reiterate something to you on a telepathic level, it's like this looked like a parent figure to their descendant. And I think that was a lot of generations back where they just didn't do that kind of stuff publicly. If you knew somebody to be like this, I'm not calling nobody a witch. I'm not a witch. I don't care what you say. I'm not a witch. I peel back the layers and help you heal your fucking issues. That's what I do. I just do it in my own eccentric way with an illustration card for you. That's for you. I already got the message. I already got the premonition from the Most High. That's what the aces mean for me. Okay? I already got the premonition. I do these cards so y'all can see what I'm talking about. That's why. And I ain't scared of none of y'all who want to speak against me. If any of this is for me. But Gemini, you ain't got it. I got your back, Gemini. I don't care who you are. Geminis all across the world. All 12 zodiac signs, all across the world. Wherever Gemini is at in your chart, I got your back. You can tell it. You look at some of them videos, they get raw and uncut. Go ahead, you can let it out. I'll let it out for you. Right now, the truth is told. You can't untell it. It's out there. Sit in boredom and apathy. Sit in your negative ass headspace because that's not very wise. That's not godly because you wasn't relying on them in the first place. You was playing games. Now who's a witch? Now who's negative? Now who look crazy? Gemini, I love you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.